Hello and welcome to my video on Bind. I will go through defense with Killjoy and show you guys the setups that I like and think personally are the best. Okay, so on pistol, what I like to do is I put up my turret like in the shadow between like this dot and the shadow, kinda. So like you do basically here-ish. And you put up your alarm bot here. And a Molotov here. So the good thing about this setup is that your turrets will only start shoot when they're out here. And like they can't see your turret at all. Or they just about could see it if they're waiting on the perfect timing. So if you want to be super safe, you should put it a little further back. Like here. That should be like 100% safe. They just about can see still, okay. But like, you don't want it to... Like, you want it to start shooting at them when they're here basically, so they can't go hide behind here. Especially on pistol. And then it's important that you kill them when they walk out here. Or you can put your turret even further back and it starts shooting when they're going out here. But then you have the chance that you won't be able to peek them and they can go here. So like this will be like on pistol run, the setup that I use. And you'll just play here. You should probably take the orb early B-long if not your teammate takes it. Ask for Omen to smoke, just take the orb, it's free. And then you just chill, go back. You should pre-aim here. Then you go back, and then you like, when your bots start shooting, then you know, okay, I'll just swing and they can like only be in this line. And if they're trying to push you on the left side, the alarm bot will activate. And once the alarm bot activates, you'll just pop your molly, wait a couple seconds. If they don't peek you from here, then you can peek them from here. So yeah, on Byron, you just put a Molotov on this dot here. This one. It's kinda hard to remember, but yeah. It's like the dot in the middle of... I don't know how to explain it, but yeah. This dot at least. And then once your turret starts shooting here, then you just first pop your molly, and then you swing. Like they will be up here, and they will try to go back. You swing them, you kill them. Or they continue pushing forward, and you still kill them. Like, I've never played this setup without getting a kill. As long as my turret gets contact, of course. Or like, I think never. Yeah. And, like, when they've already figured out your setup, then you can switch it up. Instead of playing sights. Instead of having Molotov here. You can put your turret inside this thing. I'm not sure if you can use this in tournaments though, so like in tournaments I just save it and put my alarm bot here so like it's actually visible. Or like just in the corner. But yeah, like at least in ranks you can use this. It's really good. It will always activate, they will never destroy it. And then you have a Molotov here. And like, once your alarm bot gets activated, you'll just pop your Molotov. So like, this is like enemy point of view. They run here. Alarm bot chase them. Molly chase them too. And they'll try to go to this corner most likely. You just play elbow and just hold the angle. And kill them when they peek you. And the thing about this setup here with alarm bots is that since like the alarm bot is deep, then you can play elbow without having to worry about them picking you from hookah. So you can just play here and pick long out of the content of the bot. If they like the smoke of the bot, then you can put up your turret like here. And then you need to jump when you place it down. And like the reason why like do it backwards, like you just have to make sure that your turret at least sees you there, is because like they won't be able to kill it from here if it's backwards. Like they will only see that thing. So yeah. And if you hear them trying to spam it from here, you should have an extra molto. Then you can just use your molto here.
Swarm grenade out.
Oh.
Swarm grenade out.
Use your molto there. They will swing out. You will kill them. Of course, you should try to get the molto a little better than what I did. So you aim. Yeah, that's a good one there.
Swarm grenade out.
So aim at the broken wall down here. Like when you're saying here, you hear them shoot from here. And then you just use your molly and peek and kill them. And if they don't do that, then you just wait for your turret to start to shoot at the enemy, and then you just peek on it and get a kill. And like I would recommend this setup when you have ultimate, since when your ultimate is always best to just go back, wait for them to plant the bomb, pop your ult, hold for the push, and most likely someone will push you. Like my biggest issue when I ult on CT is that none of my teammates are coming with me. So like you should always be like pretty vocal and say like, hey, I'm ulting elbow, come help me fast, everyone. But like I find it so often that people don't do it, but you just gotta hope for the best. And yeah, when I ult, you should always like try to stay alive and use your ult on the retake, since it's really good. And your teammate should smoke off hookah at least, and perhaps be long, since I can still stay hookah and I can still stay here. And then like when the barrier goes down, ask for Omen to smoke here or Jest or whatever. Take orb, run away, and play sight. It's pretty easy. And like, if you know like their race usually boombots, then you can destroy the boombot so that they might think that you have a teammate playing here. Preferably your teammate should stay early hookah and destroy the boombot, or you can do it instead of taking the orb. You can just destroy the early boombot and then go away, just to deny their info. But if they're droning, then I wouldn't really recommend it. Since, especially if there's Sova's ult here, it's pretty hard to dodge the ult in Uka.
Recalling my bot coming back.
Swarm
grenade out.
So yeah, that's basically the setups that I use for B. And for A, it's really good to play like 3 guys on B and play Killjoy and a smoker on A. So put up your turret like here, so it both sees if you're going here. And when they go out here, you also put up a Molotov setup in the middle of this. And then you just aim here basically. And then like, once your turret gets contact, you just pop those mollies. They can't destroy them basically. And you should have 3 kills. You should just play elbow. Then you can peek off the contact. Also put up your alarm bot here. Then you should have like a teammate just jump spotting. I've disabled crouch, so you should also have like a teammate jump spotting silently. Preferably if they're Molotov, then they should jump spot here. it's just basically to like use their smoke or
Yeah.
Molotov for one way once they see them, just to delay them. And if they come shower, then he can, or she can swing up the this alarm bot, since this alarm bot only activates like when they're out here. And like when they're out here, then
Here.
this player should have a free kill. So yeah, this is like a really strong setup on A. And I also think Killjoy might be the best on A. Especially like if you have ult, you can play retake on B. And just play A. But yeah, just switch it up between playing A and B. But it's like the thing that I find the hardest when I play Killjoy is that like the enemies are really good at avoiding me. So I honestly, it's kind of hard to like evaluate if you should go B or A on different rounds. But I think like as a rule of thumb, like if your teammates lose a sight twice, like where it's like complete dominance of the other team, then you should probably switch up. But like then the chance is that like hey, they've already succeeded there on A, for example, so then they will go B next round. So like you just gotta get the read on the enemy, and I don't know, it's really hard. It's actually like the hardest part to like get the read. And yeah, and like a thing about why this setup on A might not be the best, because like the enemy will hear when you put up your molly here. So then I might say, oh, Killjoy is on A, let's go B. And like the same applies, like they will hear the turret here. They can be like, oh, Killjoy is on A, let's go B. So like that's like a more plausible reason for like yeah, for that shit to happen basically. But the thing is, like, there are only so many spots that you can actually put your turrets on A, especially. Another thing that I like to do when I op,
Coming back.
I think honestly Killjoy is super strong oping. So like always like for me personally, the games that I play like dominantly is when I have op. The games I play bad is like when I never op. But yeah, bring up your turret here so that it holds your right side for you, and then you can just chill, hold this side. The drone, destroy the drone, or if the drone, honestly don't destroy the drone. I think it's better to just let the drone go, and like the enemies will always peek with the drone after, so get the free frag and then run away. But of course, if Sova ult, you probably should either just destroy it or hide, since like yeah, it's not good to get ulted when you're in the ults. And like another setup you can do, especially in lower ranks, like in general it works, but like again, the enemies will hear your turret when you place it here. And like you can just play here and swing off the content of the turrets. But like if they are jet, for example, they can just smoke it off, or they can flash and destroy it. But yeah, then you just swing off the contact. But like the thing I don't like about this is that it's quite high risk, and if you die, then you're useless basically. But like if they like to take shower, then it's a decent play. Also like on B, another setup that is good is to put up your turret here, so like you get contact when they're here. Have your omen, if you have omen player on team, just flash here once the turret gets contact, and then you have like a player with like Spectre or whatever play here and then swing off the contact, or Phantom, it's whatever. And then since they can, since like if you have Omen, or like you can play Phoenix, Arena, Flasher, Breach, you name it, any flash, Sky. But yeah, what you should do here is you should have like an alarm bot in hookah so that your teammate waiting with the flash won't get killed from nothing. So I think the best is just to have your alarm bot here, honestly.
Alarm bot.
And like, especially if you play ranked, you should try to be good at communicating. Like if you just put up your alarm bot here and just a Molotov right beside it basically. And then like once it activates, if you for example have Race on your team, they tell you Race to like send bot through portal and peek with it. Like once the alarm bot gets activated, since they will be waiting here. Alarm bot will come, I mean bot will come, then Race can also throw nade or TP with it and just kill the guy in hookah. So like communicating properly with your team is pretty huge, even though I'm fairly bad at it. But I've learned from my mistakes. I think I'm starting to realize that not everybody, like I'm always like assuming the best of people, and that bites me back. So like you should always try to be quite vocal, and like even if you're annoying, just say everyone like how they actually can play off your setup. Like I'm bad at it, so I don't know why I'm giving this advice. I'm kind of giving this advice more to myself, honestly. But it's literally applies for everyone. Like communicating how like your teammates can use your utility, and not assume that everybody should know, since almost nobody knows, or very few know. So yeah, that tip is especially valuable if you're solo queuing. Like if you're playing with pre-mates, that's the thing when they play pre-mates, that you get so used to that people actually play properly that you forget to like properly communicate in solo queue. So that's like a pretty huge tips in solo queue, especially if you're playing Killjoy. Since I think Killjoy is one of the best agents to just solo queue with, since you can play so like self-reliant, you don't have to rely on anyone. Almost. Except for smokes. Yeah, and also like if you put up your turret in shower, then you should probably just have an alarm bot at A. I personally like to have an alarm bot here, so that like once they're going for the plant or whatever, then the alarm bot pops off. Have a Molotov here, so that they'll most likely go here. If you have a team playing backside, easily spam. Yeah. And like when you're playing shower, you should just stay shower. And like hopefully you have a teammate playing here, just spotting. If not, in lamps at least, so you can't get flanked. Yeah. Retake on A, then you should always pop your ult here. Here is at least where I like to pop it. Quite often enemies will push. If they do, you kill them, hopefully. And
coming back.
I like to place my turret here. You can also put your alarm bot in shower, and then you're pretty good. You should of course clear out U-holds. So like, or like have teammate clear out U-holds, since most likely you're going this way. And after that, just either you stick the bomb or teammate stick the bomb. First clear this too. And your turret will hold if they come peeking here. This will activate both ways. Even if they're running out of the smoke, like here. This is most likely your teammate smoke off short. Then I can easily stick the bomb, and yeah, you guys know. Also, a good like Molotov in general that you should know is Molotov
Placing
here,
swarm grenade.
just for default.
Swarm grenade out.
So like either when the enemies plant the bomb,
Placing
or
swarm
enemies
grenade.
defuse the bomb if you're playing,
Placing
if
swarm
you're already
grenade.
here.
Swarm
So,
grenade.
like you should always
Swarm
just
grenade
like
out.
know Molotovs from a lot of positions, so you actually can be versatile and don't have to like, oh, I have to go there to use the Molotov. But yeah, I'll go through more on that on attack side video. I think this is it, honestly. Another setup that I really like to do when I have operator on B is either put my turret up here
Out.
to hold hookah, and
Recalling my bot.
then I will just peek early long, hold long. If nobody's there, putting up my alarm bot here, then you can stay here holding hookah. And like with this setup, you can stay alone at B. You don't even need teammates. Like when you use your alarm bot long, you probably should have a teammate with you, just in case. Since like if they rush long, then yeah, you're kind of screwed. But the better setup that I prefer is to put your alarm bot just early in hookah, like right here.
Alarm bot out.
And like again, now you can communicate if you have Race on your team or Sova or yeah, preferably Race. To send Boombot on the contact of the alarm bot. And this is the start of the round, the barrier goes down. Just post early up long. Okay, nobody's there. Put up your turret. And then hold hookah. I usually don't put up my alarm bot like this, since I don't want them to, when they peek me, that they run away because of the alarm bot. I want them to like just full on dry peek me. So like I usually put up my alarm bot here with the molly combi, like this. But yeah, after you clear long, put up your turret, go back to hold the hookah. You can tell the team to rotate, just, you can literally hold this alone. And like if they rush hookah, then you have your Molotov to delay. You have another Molotov to delay. Team is rotated. You're good. So yeah, that's the setups that I like the most and think are the best. So thank you all for watching. Smash that like. I can't say that unironically. But yeah, please subscribe. I highly appreciate everyone watching the videos. Yeah, have a good day. Thank you for watching.